Hello students, myself Bharti Sharma and guiding you for correction of political science paper. Paper is of 20 marks and this test was conducted on the basis of chapter number 1. Okay, let me begin with. The first question, as you are aware, it was of fill in the blanks. Given heading is choose the correct option and rewrite the complete answer. Hence, before correcting, you are supposed to keep 2-3 points in mind. The first point is fill in the blanks. No doubt, जो fill up दिया है उसका आंसर लिखना है. Second is you are going to rewrite complete answer, यानी complete sentence आपको लिखना है. Third, fill in the blanks का जो आंसर है उसका spelling correct होना चाहिए. Fourth, जहाँ पे fill up है underline किया हुआ होना चाहिए. If you are following all those 4 points, you will be getting full out of full. Let me begin with first fill in the blanks. Among the following, dash is not an axis bar. Answer is, among the following, Belgium is not an axis bar. Belgium आपने लिखा है? Congratulations, 1 out of 1. A system of independent and sovereign state, dash. Answer is international system. Division of world into 2 power block, bipolarization. If your first answer you have written Belgium, second is international system, third is bipolarization. तीनों आपने लिखा है. Congratulations, you are scoring 3 out of 3. Question number 2 is a state whether statements are true or false with a reason. So 2 things are important. पहला आपको क्या लिखना है कि statement true है या false है. दूसरा with reason क्यों है. Each carries 2 marks. 2 mark है तो how many points are required? 4 points. Each point carries half mark. So first question, answer is it was true. So there are 2 ways. Directly if you are writing true, okay, but it's better if you write above given statement is a true statement. Only true also if you are writing, it's okay. So first answer जो question था उसका answer क्या था? वो true statement. क्यों true statement है? The reasons. At the end of the First World War, all the nations felt that such a war should not happen again and some measures need to be taken to achieve that end. Second point, an international organization called League of Nations was established out of this thinking. Third is, it became an important platform to solve international disputes and carry out negotiations. Fourth, the main responsibility of the League of Nations was understood to be avoid war. 4 points are there. Now listen here. Due to some reason, if you have not written first point and rest all 3 points you have written correct, but instead of first point you have written the above given statement is a true statement, आपको 2 में से 2 मिल सकता है. लेकिन हाँ spelling mistakes नहीं होना चाहिए. Full stop, comma जहाँ पर लगाना है you are supposed to use. Second, maximum language has to be textual language, but suppose few words here and there, few means 1 or 2 words in each sentence there, it is manageable. You will be getting 2 out of 2. Second question, again the second one is also a true statement. Soviet Union adopted the policy of opening up of economy. The state loosened up its control of the economy. First reason. Second reason, the then president of the Soviet Union, Mikhail Gorbachev, implemented the policies of perestroika, means restructuring, and glasnost, openness. Third, due to these policies, the control over the media reduced. Fourth, important changes took place in political and economic sphere. These spheres were restructured. This gave impetus to democracy. All 4 points are required here. If you have mentioned all the 4 points, you will be scoring 2 out of 2. As I mentioned earlier, 1 or 2 words here and there, then also you can score 2 out of 2. Question number 3. 3 mark, do as directed. आपको complete करना था. Question was eternal principles of non-aligned movement. 3 circles were there. Okay. First is humanism. Second is global peace. Third is equality. Once again, I'm repeating: humanism, global peace, and equality. All 3 correct. You'll be scoring 3. एक ही right है, 2 wrong है, 1 mark. 2 correct, 2 mark. 3 correct, 3 mark. ये तो free का marks था. Next question is write short notes on any 2. 3 were given. You were supposed to write on 2. Any 2 and each carries 2 marks, but it is a short note. So required points are 4, but here if you see in a printed sheet, there are big points. So suppose you are not written, if you have written in the same way, then also it's okay. Otherwise, if you have bifurcated those points and made more number of points, then also done, but the language should be same. First was write short note on interdependence. Point number 1. All the countries of the world are dependent on each other for one reason or the other. Next. However big, prosperous or developed the nation may be, it can never be self-sufficient to fulfill all its needs. Even big nations have to depend upon other big and small nations. Thus, interdependence is an important feature of international system, that is today's global system. You will score full marks. Second is bipolarization. During the Cold War, most countries of the world joined either of the 2 power blocks. Either of the 2 power blocks. They have joined either USA or USSR. They have joined United States of America or USSR. You have to add this sentence. Such a division of nations among those 2 groups is known as bipolarization. Question number 3. Globalization. After the end of Cold War, trade and economic relations between countries became more open. Okay, here spelling mistake is there in model answer, but you know this spelling. As it has been mentioned before, capital, it is capital, it is not capital, capital, labor, markets and information began circulating globally. First point it is. Second point, the give and take of ideas among people all over the world grew. Third, due to revolution in information technology, different events and developments began to be known everywhere. Yeah, you can write developments begin to take place everywhere. Here and there, a few points are that is manageable. All the points has to be covered. That is important. If you are making use of such type of language, textual language maximum, you will be scoring full out of full. Question number 5. Write short notes on any 2. But here you see weightage is 6. 2 question, 6 mark, means each question carries 3 marks, means there will be more number of points. As compared to 2 mark question, in 3 mark question, you will be writing more number of points. Question is, what are the factors responsible for the end of Cold War? The factors responsible for the end of Cold War. Now directly you can start writing this, otherwise in short, if any student write, what do you mean by Cold War? Then also it is okay. The tense condition between USA and USSR is known as Cold War. Itna bhi kisi ne likha, it is a good beginning. Where directly they did not enter in war, but tense conditions gave rise to war-like situation. Now, the factors which are responsible. First one, the Soviet Union adopted the policy of opening up economy. The state loosened up its control of the economy. Second, the then president of Soviet Union, Mikhail Gorbachev, implemented the policy of perestroika perestroika, and glasnost. Due to these policies, the control over the media reduced. As the East European countries under the influence of the Soviet Union adopted the capitalist and democratic path, the Soviet Union disintegrated and several new nations were created out of it. Hence, इतना आपने लिखा तो भी ठीक है. अगर किसी स्टूडेंट ने जो मैंने बिगनिंग में बोला, अगर वो भी लिखा व्हाट इज कोल्ड वॉर एंड फैक्टर्स, देन आल्सो इट इज गुड फुल आउट ऑफ फुल. Clear? Next questions. This question, very easy question it is from textbook only. You have to compare World War I and World War II on the basis of given points. First is period. World War I, World War II, मतलब कभी से कभी तक. तो पीरियड कभी स्टार्ट हुआ था 1914, एंड कभी हुआ फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर 1918. Second World War started in 1939, ended in 1945. Second point was involved nations, means which nations participated. World War I, Allied powers. Members were Britain, France, Russia, Italy, America. Compared to World War I and World War II, Allied powers, Britain, France, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, India, Soviet Union, China, America. Central power, Germany, Austria, Hungary, Ottoman Empire, Bulgaria. Axis power, Germany, Japan, Italy. It has to be as it is. If you have not written a single nation name, you won't be getting full marks. 1, 2, mainly 2 points are there, but इसमें आपके marks half mark cut होएगा. Even if you have extra information about those and you are giving in this answer, even that is not allowed. Information which is provided in textbook, you are supposed to write that only. तो जो आपके मॉडल आंसर में लिखा हुआ है एज इट इज ही आपको लिखना. इम्पैक्ट, विच इम्पैक्ट्स पॉलिटिकल एंड इकोनॉमिक. फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर का इम्पैक्ट क्या था? अर्लियर एम्पायर्स इन यूरोप कोलैप्स्ड एंड न्यू नेशंस केम इनटू बीइंग. सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर का इम्पैक्ट क्या था? बिगिनिंग ऑफ कोल्ड वॉर. सेकेंड पॉइंट, interdependence movement in European colonies changed hegemony of European nation. I'm sorry, it is independence movement in European colonies changed hegemony of European nations. Destruction of public property on larger scale due to use of nuclear weapon. Third, League of Nations was established. Fourth, यहाँ पे है autocratic regime came up in Germany, Spain, Italy and other countries. Destruction of public property. Table which is given here, you are supposed, आपके आंसर में आपने same to same लिखा हुआ है, then only you will be getting 3 out of 3. Point अगर एक भी point कम है तो भी half mark कट होएगा. Nations के name specially missing है, then also half mark is cut. Third is explain non-aligned movement. In the period of Cold War, while the world was becoming bipolar, there were some countries which did not want to join the superpower rivalry. Such nations decided to stay out of Cold War rivalry. Their policy is known as non-alignment. So in the first sentence you observe, what is non-alignment? If you have mentioned nation's name, good enough. If you have not made use of few words, it's okay. But the meaning should be exact what is explained in the first point. It is a very important point. Second one is Asian and African countries which became independent after the Second World War supported the idea of non-alignment. Point number 3. This movement started from 1961 under the leadership of India's Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. President of Yugoslavia, Marshal Tito, President of Egypt, Gamal Abdul Nasser, and President of Indonesia, Dr. Sukarno, and Prime Minister of Ghana, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. The non-alignment movement has opposed colonialism, imperialism, and racism. It has encouraged the resolution of international dispute by peaceful means. Student, it was your first test of 9th standard. I discussed exactly what is given, exact answer in textual language. Again, and I am repeating that kindly see, whenever you are writing answer, it has to be in textual language only. One or two word here and there, it is acceptable. Secondly, start practicing since now. All important words. For example, after World War I, League of Nations was established. League of Nations is a main point of that sentence. Underline it. Highlight karna bolte hain usko. If you start practicing this way, then you will make a habit of writing answer and always underlining the important points. If you write in this way, definitely you will be scoring good marks. I hope most of the students have scored 20 out of 20. नहीं स्कोर किया है, कोई बात नहीं. जो भी wrong answer है उसको लिख करके वापस practice कीजिए. You will be doing well. Thank you. Thank you very much.